Hey all, welcome to Tuesday with Pastor Dan. You'll notice a second video two that are going out today. If you watch this one first, here's the explanation. If you watch this one second, here's the explanation. Mine didn't load. My computer was broke. I did it from my phone, and it just didn't load to YouTube. So it was one from 2 weeks ago. Last week I was in Lincoln for some classes, nonprofit management stuff, and yeah, so there'll be two going up today. Look out for both of them. If you're feeling like you want to watch a lot of my face. But anyhow, I recently was asked to join the Camp Wyoming board. And for those of you who don't know, Camp Wyoming is our local Presbyterian camp place up in Wyoming, Iowa. And I was asked out of the blue to join, and I said yes, hoping to get more back involved with some of the extra church stuff outside of just our church, the greater church. And but yeah, it's our first board meeting was last night. We did some group building activities and got to meet each other and go up to camp and do the things. And I'm not a camp person. I didn't go to camp. That wasn't part of growing up. I think there's a huge importance in camp and being outside and going and doing. And I think that's what excites me, is how much I love the outdoors and those things, and that it offers that. But anyhow, one of our group building things is we did a name game, but then we sat in this circle in these chairs, and there was a rope. It was their tug of war rope, and it was just kind of nebulously laid out in front of us. And the camp director said, "All right, so you all are going to have to decide if we pull that rope, will it be knotted, or will it just unwind? And two, after that, if you want to pull that rope as a group, or if you're fine making the decision that you think it's knotted and can walk away." Well, I'll tell you, it was very fascinating. Very quickly, we all kind of said, "Yeah, it's knotted." You could kind of see where, as they dropped it, it probably wove around itself, and if you pulled it, it would not. It felt pretty clear that it would not. But as we sat there were some of us who were like, "Yeah, I can make this decision and say this feels, seems, looks to be the right decision, and I'm good with that, and I don't need to pull the rope." And others of us, and it had to be a unanimous decision, completely unanimous, whether we pulled it or walked away. But some of us just, had to know. We had to know if what would the outcome be. And it's a really good exercise, because it made me think we don't always know what the outcome's going to be. We have to make a lot of decisions based on hope and trust and faith, and we don't know, and sometimes we won't ever know. And there's some of that when Jesus talks about the farmer just throwing the seed out there. Lands wherever, I don't care. It's just this, he didn't know. And he may not even get to see the pull and the tightening of the rope to see if it knots. It just there's a freedom that faith offers us, that we can trust that if we made this decision, not flippantly, but we took the time, we made the decision based on faith and maybe the best for all people, or trying to do the best, and putting that into the work, that we can be okay without having an answer. And in fact, much of faith work and much of sharing faith and doing that is just planting seeds and letting someone else reap the harvest. It's just putting it out there, and then someone else will come along 10, 15 years later, and all of a sudden there's a tree there in that person, or they're alive, and they reap the harvest and we don't. Faith offers us a chance to not have to grasp, not have to have answers, not have to have certainty, but to be able to live in the what can, what could, what might be place, and work to make the best decisions for all of us. That's a gift. I see that as a gift. I don't think it's a curse. I don't think and I didn't have to stare at that rope any longer, or I'm not going to be thinking about it. But the activity let me believe that faith offers us a chance that when we lean into the call and what God and grace and love and all those things that God offers us, that we can let it be. We can let God. We can truly say, your will be done. May you all have a blessed week. Look forward to seeing you soon.